Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University in Action Comics issue number 1002. What lurks in the shadows of Metropolis? Well, a whole lot is explained because of yogurt. We're going to get to that in just a second. Alright, so Brian Michael Bendis does the script for Invisible Mafia Part 2. Patrick Gleason does the art. Alejandro Sanchez does the colors. Josh Reed the letters, and Gleason and Sanchez do the cover. Francis Manipool does the variant cover. So I can honestly say that this first page where you see the Post-its all over the place, take a minute out of your day and just read all of them. There's some really good ones. In fact, since it's Brian Michael Bendis, I might even consider looking for spoilers for the future. Anyway, so we may have found out who Red Cloud is. Maybe. And at the end of the day, though, we do find out that it was this dude named Yogurt, that's his street name, he's got a regular name too, who was actually setting a lot of the fires. Most of the fires, I don't know, but a whole lot of those fires around Gotham. And the reason for it is because when Superman goes to take care of one of those giant building fires, the apartment fires, he devotes all of his attention to those fires, and he's off of the grid for about 30 minutes. So that gives it, that gives the bad guys enough time to move shipments of weapons and whatever. And I love how they know to not give certain names and whatnot. And they explain, we know about all these different things. We even know about green kryptonite, specifically because he went and told a reporter. So Superman was too forthcoming. Yeah, digging that. I'm digging that. I almost feel like Brian Michael Bendis knows who Superman is. Jeez. So this is really cool how a lot of this is explained. Perry White is a superstar in this, even though he's in it all throughout, but you barely feel him until he's actually... Perry White always owns the room. His one comment under his breath, I still don't believe in that blue kryptonite is a thing, is just hysterical. The idea that he's going to double up on stories and whatnot, and Clark doesn't want to do that because it's unethical, is like, dude, shut up, man. I did it with Lois all these years with you just to make sure. And it makes sense. It makes absolute sense, doubling up reporters on a single story just to make sure that the first reporter is actually verifiable. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. And the one reporter really does screw up in here, but it turns out she's not really a reporter. She's got something in her sleeve. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't play poker with her. She's wearing long sleeves. So, a lot happens in here. We get a visit from the Guardian. And that was really cool because, like, literally, man, he's about to bust some teeth, dude. But he doesn't get a chance because he has a quick chance encounter with the Red Cloud. And he's hospitalized. Yo! And, like, the main dude that he was going after turns out dead. Now, maybe they were trying to frame him, but they did a bad job because he died through asphyxiation, this gangster leader. And none of the marks that Sentry would typically leave on someone would be there. And most likely for asphyxiation, he would have choked him with his hands, or at least with his baton. But either way, yeah, they pretty much clear him right away. So that wasn't really an issue. But I like this, man. I like this. A whole lot of good stuff happens in here. Plus, we find out that someone who is supposed to be gone isn't actually gone. So that was her that I saw. Go back and look at the... Oh, whatever. It's Lois Lane. All right, I'm not going to sit here and keep on throwing little surprises and hints. No. Lois Lane is actually back. But Superman has to figure out that she's back. I'm not entirely sure how he figured out that she was back. Well, where she was, more specifically. Maybe he just knows her heartbeat, whatever. None of that really matters to me. I do like how he figured out. It had something to do with Cat Grant. Oh, man, this is good. This is good. So, not a whole lot of action here, just enough to keep the pace, going to keep the pace alive. But rather what we have is, we have a great story. We have a great story. And again, Superman isn't all about the violence. And if you need some violence, hey, throw in the Sentry. You know what I'm saying? The Guardian. Throw in the Guardian. That's always a fun one. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.